I am here, calling on behalf of the Wrestle Talk podcast. Thank you for having me on.
Of course, take it away.
All right, thank you. I guess I have one question for each individual. Ladies first, like my mama taught me so many years ago. Jeanie, just a big, huge fan of basketball since I was a little kid. I was blessed to grow up down in South Florida, and many, many times I had an opportunity to go to the to Heat games, and especially around the time of year where the Lakers came into town. So thank you for providing so many years of wonderful entertainment for me as a child, and obviously now through my adult years. So I guess my first question would be to you, considering the fact that you have been around the world of entertainment for so many years. I'm guessing somewhere along the lines, maybe back in the forum days, you had an opportunity to go or lock into professional wrestling to a certain extent, seeing as you do have an affinity for it. Do you have any memories that you can share with us from your formative years? Maybe going and seeing Hulk Hogan, or maybe something you saw on TV that maybe stuck with you that allowed you to kind of continue to develop this passion and love that you have for professional wrestling.
Yes, I can talk about Cyndi Lauper and Girls Just Want to Have Fun and her music video that featured Captain Lou Albano, and just how wrestling has always been fun and exciting and over the top, and full of colorful costumes, and so it's always been something that had a place in my heart, and to now be on this side of being a promoter and supporter of WOW Women of Wrestling, it's a dream come true for me, and I expect this to hopefully inspire another generation, just like I was inspired back in the 80s.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have two little girls, and I thank you on their behalf, because now we can sit down and watch pro wrestling together as a family, and it's going to be females first. I'm very excited about the details of the program and that I've heard about so far, and thank you. So my following question is for David, which, by the way, David, thank you for joining us last night. I know your schedule is super hectic. The show was fantastic. The feedback from our fans was tremendous. So I want to go ahead and follow that question up with one to you. Seeing as you did decide to take the time to join us last night on the Wrestle Talk podcast, I'm curious, what is the level of commitment from you and everybody else over at WOW to continue to diversify the media that you're using to expose fans to the product? I can tell you from personal experience, we've knocked on some big doors in the pro wrestling business, and we've been turned away because we do use primarily a podcasting format. You guys seem to be taking a little bit of a different approach. Is that something that you can say with confidence that you're committed to continue to doing, and using alternative forms of media to promote WOW?
Yes, and that also has to go a nod to Access TV. Andrew Simon afforded us the opportunity to bring Access TV's PR division on board with us, Sean and Cyndi, and you couldn't have met better partners and PR people. They had an affinity and a knowledge and a passion to grow WOW that I haven't seen. I've done several television shows. I mean, over 400 hours of TV programming, with networks putting in money but not putting in passion. And Access TV brings passion to the table. And they actually opened up my eyes to using the podcast and the different forms of media. And I think it's tremendous in the leadership and the guiding that their PR firm has done. And so I don't take credit for having that vision. I take credit to Access TV for opening my eyes to it. So to your question, are we going to continue it? Yes. And I think, podcasts like your own and all the members of the wrestling press that are on this call today are vitally important to growing WOW. No pun intended. We're David versus Goliath, not only in terms of other wrestling companies with billions to spend on their product, but all in our other entertainment fractions. So we need the support of the fan base. Well, the fan base lives within the communities of these social media digital platforms. So Access TV has exposed us to that, and we're so fortunate to benefit from their leadership.
Wow, absolutely, and that's very exciting for me, and obviously the listeners of our show to know that this isn't just a one-time deal. Because you guys are getting ready to kick off, we can definitely look forward to more conversations with you and many of the superstars at WOW. So I'm very thankful for that. And my very last question is for you, Andrew. We heard it be spoke about just a few moments ago, but I'm curious. As time goes on, can we look forward to potentially seeing some of the stuff that we're seeing currently on Access pop up somewhere, YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, similar to what we see some of the other programming on television doing? Even primetime shows will pop up the next day on Hulu, for example. Is that something you guys are looking to target within, I guess, the initial phases of the rollout of WOW?
Well, I think in the early phase, we'd love people to watch on Access TV. We are a TV network. We love people to early on get it on us. But in the long term, Jeanie and David have the global rights to make this go wherever they want around the world. So they can put it on any platform they want around the world to get this to be a global phenomenon, to get the women the global recognition they deserve. So I do think you'll see it in a lot of different forums, and you may see Access TV in different forums over time. So, maybe we'll be in different over-the-top forums, but, today you can get us on the Sling and the DirecTV Now and the Philos and all the OTT services out there. So you'll continue to see us expand our presence wherever people want to view. That's where Access TV wants to be. And, our goal is to have WOW get as much viewership in as many platforms as possible over time.
Awesome. As a Sling TV subscriber, thank you, because I already watch Access every Friday and Saturday night with my wife. So I guess what you're saying is set your DVRs, guys. Access TV starting next Friday night. Thank you guys for your time. I'll continue to listen.
Thanks. Let me ask you something. I hope the superheroes, and I've been complimented on them, that they're engaged in social media and they're even answering questions from the fans. Have you found that to be accurate?
Yes. Thank you for asking that, David. Absolutely. I think I mentioned it when we were talking yesterday. The engagement just from some of the advertisement, the posters, the links that we sent out prior to your appearance on the show, many of the superstars engaged, shared, commented. And for someone such as myself, I mean, there's nothing better, because I still, before anything else, consider myself to be a fan. And to have the superstars take the time to engage, to take the superheroes to take time from their busy schedules as they train and prepare for this, to want to re-engage with the fans that really ultimately make the brand what it is, I think is fantastic. And I really do hope that never changes.
Well, I think it won't, because they're doing it all out of passion. And you can't beat passion with anything.
All right. Thank you, Renee. We have time here for just one more question, so we'll go to Matt Douglas.
All right, guys, I got to listen to the end of this conference. But if you enjoyed this, please remember to continue to support the Wrestle Talk podcast. We are here every week, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time at WrestleTalkPodcast.com. If you happen to be watching this on YouTube, please hit subscribe and the little bell next to the subscribe button, as you will get notified anytime we post anything new. This is where we're headed in 2019, folks. We're looking to strive to bring the best in professional wrestling right to your doorstep via the Wrestle Talk podcast platform. If there's anything we can do to help or serve, let us know. Myself, Nightmare Jones, Luke Skywalker Roberts, and everybody else involved in creating the programming for Wrestle Talk Podcast, we thank you, and we will forever be in debt to the members of the Wrestle Talk family. We love you guys. Thank you for the support. Don't forget to share. Grace and peace to everybody.
Background trainer in George South out of the Carolinas. And yes, it steps up everyone's level, because